Yeah.
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to your day. I am here today with another DIY video. In today's video, I'm going to show you a bunch of different home decor pieces that are extremely inexpensive to make and best of all, very, very easy to recreate. If you have any questions or concern about these crafts, just ask them in the comments below. These were all Pinterest inspired and I have to say they were extremely easy and they really do jazz up any room in your house. I am really, really in love with the way that all of them came out. So again, if you have any other questions and concerns on them, just ask them in the comments below and I will try my hardest to answer you back as soon as possible. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into this video. So to make this nebula in a jar, you're going to need some cups filled with water and you're also going to need some acrylic paint. I found that the pastel acrylic paint worked and looked the best for this tutorial. So basically all you want to do is pour your paint into the cups and then you want to mix it around with a stir until you get the consistency and the color that you like. Once all of your colors are mixed in thoroughly, you want to take a mason jar or any kind of bottle that you're going to be using and you want to take some cotton balls and stretch them out. So I just basically took all the cotton balls, ripped them apart, and you want to stick the cotton balls into the bottle that you are going to be using. Once you have it filled about 3/4 of the way, then you're going to take some glitter and pour some glitter on. It looks like it's a lot, but when you put the water in, it just sinks right on down, as you can tell in this clip. So then you want to take your darkest color or whatever color you want to use first, and you want to pour it on in. And then basically you just want to repeat this step for all of your different colors. I did a dark blue, a lighter blue, a even lighter blue, and then a darker pink, and then a lighter purple. And this is the way mine came out. You just want to take the cap, stitch it on, and then you have your own, not stitch it on, excuse me, you want to put it on. And this is what your little nebula in a jar looks like. I think it came out so beautiful. It is a nice little accent piece for any room. The colors just mesh really well together. I love the way that the glitter just kind of stands out and it just makes it really, really bright. And again, this is perfect for any room. This cost me, I want to say, $3 to make. It's very, very cheap and it's really, really beautiful. Next up, we are making a floral hanging letter wreath, and this one was super easy and ridiculously cheap to make. I bought everything at the Dollar Tree and most of the stuff I already had in my house. You just want to take some cardboard, sketch out the letter that you're choosing. I used A for Allison, and then cut it on out. And then you just want to take some flowers. Again, I got all of my flowers at the Dollar Tree. I think it cost me $6 and I have a ton of flowers left over. And you just want to pull them off of the stem. Then you want to take a pair of scissors, cut that little pick off that's on the top of it just so it's nice and flat, and then you just want to take a hot glue gun, glue on the back of it, and just push it down onto the cardboard. I did about 3 per layer or 2 per layer just to make it really colorful and make it really floral, but you can do whatever you would like. I just did this with the entire wreath, and then this is what it looks like when it is done. You're not done there though, because I know you cannot see the letter. Now you want to turn it over, and there are 2 things that you could do here. You can either take each of the flower petals and glue them down. That's going to take a lot longer, but it will look really precision cut. Or you can just take a scissors like I'm going to be doing, and you're just going to cut around all of the edge and the perimeter of your letter, and that will show you the actual holes or the spacing in between each of your letters. And this is what it looks like when it is completed. I am obsessed with the way that this looks. I'm hanging this in my kitchen, and every time I eat dinner or I have breakfast, it just is so bright. It is so beautiful. I love the way it came out. I love the dimension to it. I love all of the colors. And again, I want to say this cost me about $5 to make. You really cannot go wrong with that. To make this ombre painted canvas, you're going to need a canvas in whatever size you would like. I'm choosing the 20 by 20 canvas. It was $15 at Michael's, but I bought it during the buy one get one free, so I really got it for $7.50. You're also going to need some paint and a sponge brush. In separate bowls, you're going to pour all your paint out, and to make the ombre effect, you're going to start off by pouring your paint in whichever color you're using into the first bowl and leave it just how it is. And in the additional bowls, you're just going to be adding white to it. The more white you add, the lighter the color will be. So add a little bit of white to to the next one, more white to the next one, and even more white to the last one, and that is going to give that ombre effect. Then on your canvas, you're basically just going to be making lines. This is what's going to give it that very simple design. I really like how this one came out because, again, it is just very simple, it's very beautiful, and it's very modern. You're going to take your darkest color, and then you're gonna make a line using your sponge brush, and you can choose the thickness that you'd like for this. I'm doing about 2 inches thick per line. Now to make that ombre effect, I'm just going to use my darker color. My next line is going to be my next darkest color, then the next line is going to be the next lightest color, and finally the lightest color, and then I'm just repeating this process until I get to the bottom of my canvas. And this is what the final product looks like. I really like the way that it came out. Again, it is just very simple and very beautiful. I have to say, since taking my Christmas decorations down in January, my living room has been lacking a lot of color, and since putting this up, I think it really just brightened the room up, and it just really brought some extra jazz into my living room. I have to say, it makes me smile every time I walk by it, and I don't know, there's just something about artwork that just brings a smile to your face and kind of brightens your day, so I'm really happy that I did that for my living room, and I think that it will do that for you if you put it in any bedroom or any room of your choice. To make this hexagon popsicle shelf, all you're going to need are some popsicle sticks, a hot glue gun, and some spray paint. I got my popsicle sticks at the dollar store, and I already had spray paint and hot glue at my house, so essentially this entire DIY cost me just about $1 to make. What you're going to want to do is take your popsicle sticks and stagger them until you have the shape of a hexagon, and then you just want to hot glue the popsicle sticks together. Once you are satisfied with the shape of the hexagon, then you want to just keep staggering your popsicle sticks and hot gluing them together until you get the thickness that you'd like. I want to say I did about 15 layers, 10 to 15 layers, until I got the shelf that I was satisfied with. So just keep adding them on until you are really happy with the way that it looks. This is the way that mine came out pre-spray paint, but again, you can add as many as you'd like. This is what I liked. Once you are satisfied with the thickness, the height, and the width of your hexagon shelf, you just want to take it outside or into a well-ventilated area and spray paint all over your shelf until all the areas are covered, and then just let it dry for about an hour. And this is what your hexagon shelf looks like when it is done. I am in love with it. It looks so cute. I have it hanging up in my kitchen, and I have a little Mickey there right now just as a staging prop, but eventually I'm going to take a little mini flower pot and put some flowers in it and have it hanging for the spring and the summertime. I just really love the way this came out. Again, it was so cheap. If you have most of the materials at your house already, this could technically be free or cost you under $5 to make, and it's very original and very unique, and that's what I like the most about it. Now on to another DIY that could probably cost you under $3 to make. All you really need to purchase for this DIY is some paint and a flower pot, both that you can get at the Dollar Tree. What you want to do is find some rocks that are more oval shaped, some that look like cacti, and you just want to paint them different shades of green, and then you want to take a dotting tool or a stick or a paintbrush, and you just want to paint on different type of cacti designs. What I did was just some dots on one, and then I took a lighter green, painted on some stripes, and then I did some X's on them. You can just Google cactus or cacti and try to see different kinds of designs, and I just basically tried to emulate them onto the rocks that I had in front of me. Once all of the paint has dried, now it's time to assemble. You can just take some soil that you have from outside. I got this from the dollar store, but again, you can literally just use some sand that you have in your backyard. Then I use some pebbles. Again, you can find this in your backyard just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I'm taking my rocks and I'm just playing around with them until I have them in the order that I like them. I kind of had to play around with this a little bit so I could have all of the cacti, excuse me, showing, and you just kind of play around with it until you get it the way that you like it. This is the way that it came out, and it just looks so cute. I'm so in love with it. So cheap to make, so adorable, so original. I feel like I am a broken record, but all these crafts are just very cheap, very fun to make, and very easy, and they really just add a nice something little extra into any room that you put them in. I'm in love with it, and I really hope you enjoyed it as well. And for the final DIY of this video, and for probably my favorite DIY in this video, we are going to be making food coloring stained glass. What you're going to need is some glue and some glitter glue. You're also going to need some food coloring and of course a frame. You just want to separate the glass out of the frame and put the other part to the side. Then you want to take some glue and some glitter glue and just squeeze it all over the frame. It really does not matter the design of this, we're just going to be scraping it later. Then you want to take some food coloring, no more than 2 drops. If you do any more than that, it just gets very soupy looking. And you just want to squeeze it onto the glue, and then you're taking a kebab stick or a toothpick or anything that has a point to it. You can use a pen for if that works for you, and you just want to kind of like scribble it around. You're literally just scribbling and making different designs here. It mixes with the glitter and it makes a really nice galaxy effect. But again, you're just taking 1 drop or 2 drops of your food coloring, and then you're taking a pointy object and you're just scraping it along until you mix that food coloring into the glue and into the glitter glue. When you are satisfied with your design, let this dry overnight or until the glue is no longer tacky and it is hard on your glass. The final step is to reassemble your frame. I got this frame at Walmart. I want to say it was like $3. It is a 8x10, and I just took my X-Acto knife and I cut the inside out, and I also cut out one of the hangers, so I only had one left on it. And this is the type of frame that you can just push down and it kind of like eats the glass. It kind of just keeps it inside of it. It's just very secure. So again, I suggest getting this at Walmart. It was very, very cheap and very durable. Then you just want to take your stained glass, make sure that the glossy side is sitting up and the part that you actually glued on is in the back, and you just want to press it down. As you can tell here, if you flip it over, it is not going anywhere. And this is what the final product looks like. Oh my god, it is definitely my favorite of this video. It is so abstract, so beautiful, and the colors just look amazing when the sunlight is out. It just really catches all of that colors and makes it extremely vibrant. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you thought below. I really hope you enjoyed all of these DIYs, and I really hope you get a chance to recreate them yourself. If you do, please send me pictures on Instagram or on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I love you so much, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys!